Hello, hello, hello. You are live. So it says. Here's the deal. I'm going to see how my audio sounds on this real quick. Hold on. Do I sound? I'm messing around with all the audio here. Let me see when I finally go live for you guys. I hope this works. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Here we go. This works. All right, that sounds good. Does that? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you. That sounds good to me. Ooh, not a lot of delay either. Let's see who is in the house already. Troy and Lisa coming in early with a congrats. Cheers, everyone, on 5,000 subs. Appreciate you. I see you. I see you, Brent. You already got me working on my. I have a whole spreadsheet over. Where's my spreadsheet? I have a whole spreadsheet over here on this monitor, and that is every $5. Where's my banner? Boom. Every $5 super chat will be one entry to win a chance for an EH Taylor. Let me move this. Boom. EH Taylor, Weller Antique 107, or our Blanton store pick. So we're going to give one of these away tonight. Don't know which one. It's going to be whatever one you want if you win. We're also going to finally do our March Madness Bourbon Bracket Single Barrel Edition the way it was supposed to be done. Troy and Lisa in the house. Brent, as we already mentioned. Brandon showing up. JY in the house. Brent with the $10. So again, that's two more entries on top of Brent is already a patron at our top tier. So he has 5 entries just by being a store pick member. We're going to do more of these live streams with stuff like this. So being a patron has just gotten even better. So if you're a top tier, you got 5 entries. If you're a, what do we have? Store pick. We have single barrel is 3 entries. What else do we have? Single barrel. Small batch is our lowest entry. That's 1 entry. And what's in the middle, guys? Why can't I remember that? There's a $5 tier as well. That's going to get you 2 entries. So just for being a patron, we have that going on. Travis, congrats on 5K. I appreciate it. We see you. We hear you. Hey, cheers to 5K. The real Newman in the house. I believe. I always forget. Newman, were you my first patron? I think you were my first patron. I always forget if it's you or Scott. I can actually look that up. I think Newman was my first patron. He helped me set up my Discord. Big supporter since the very beginning. I appreciate him. Nate Brown in the house. Stop it, Brent. You don't need OWA. Everybody needs a little OWA. You know what I mean? Cash strength. There it is. That's what we were talking about. Maybe he says. He definitely was. Don't tease us with that Coy Hill next to you. Those other bottles. We're going to get into the Coy Hill tonight. So if you didn't follow my March Madness Bourbon Bracket Single Barrel Edition, Wootsy in the house, making it to a live stream. Love that. Gandy, what's going on? Another patron as well. We got a lot of patrons in the house tonight. I like that. I like starting off with some patrons. We can get a little, I haven't drank anything yet. Normally I have like a drink or two before I start this. But if you haven't watched my March Madness Bourbon Bracket Single Barrel Edition, don't go back now because it's June. But this year, somehow, Four Roses OESK squeaked by as our winner. Didn't even squeak by. It actually won substantially. And last year, Jack Daniel's Coy Hill won. Jack Daniel's Coy Hill beat out my Russell's Reserve single barrel from the year before. So far we have Russell's Reserve single barrel. We had Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. And now we have Four Roses OESK. Great bottles. All 3 great bottles. But tonight, we're going to put them on here. By the way, check this out. Whiskey Wisdom. If you don't have a Whiskey Wisdom glass, check them out. I'm using this specific thing from them because it fits my Great Whiskey Challenge glass is perfect, and I can just spin this, and then I won't know which one's which, except for the fact that Jack Daniel's Coy Hill is about 10 times darker than what we get out of Four Roses OESK. So here we go. Wootsy in the house. Never too much OWA. Brandon, what's going on? Congrats on 5K's cheer. Johnny, I appreciate it. This is going to be a fun one tonight. So we're going to pour these up. That's how we're going to start our night. I haven't drank anything, so it's time to get started. We're going to pour these up. We're going to let them sit for a little bit. Make sure I have the right one and the right one here. This is A. This is B. If you don't have a Great Whiskey Tasting Challenge tasting kit, check them out. GreatWhiskeyChallenge.com. Great product. I'm telling you, they need to get one of these boards, though. See, I'm going to do this, and you're all going to be like, we can obviously tell which one's which. Right? Just off the color alone. But, maybe we can't. I can smell you. I wish. Could you imagine? You smell bad. That's Pat. That's messed up. Another Pittsburgh fan in the house. He's not even from Pittsburgh. He went to Pitt for college. I'm putting this man's information all the way out there. And that's why he has a little Pitt logo there. Should we even do we even bother? Hold on. Put this back on here. Dropped this. Do we even bother, guys? Do we bother mixing them up? I mean, come on. This is obviously Jack Daniel's Koi Hill still, right? Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be very easy to tell, I feel like. But we're gonna mix them up anyway. Dave, congrats on 5,000. Appreciate you. Drinks and chill. Congrats on the 5K. I can tell from here that I mean, Brandon, I don't know what else to do. I could have went blacked out Glen Cairns. Do I go blacked out Glen Cairns and then mix them just because it's fun to spin things around? I gotta agree with you there. Do I put them in my blacked out Glens? I don't think I have two clean blacked out Glens. I think both of my because I'm doing Tipsy Tuesdays now, and I use blacked out Glens for that. So I don't think I have any blacked out Glens. I think I have one clean one. Mix things. It is fun to just spin this around. Yeah, man, I think so. I kind of have to, right? Do I have to go wash a blacked out Glencairn? Do I tell my wife to come do that? I think she's actually in a meeting right now. That late night work life, you know? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go around. I think once I taste them, I'm going to be able to. Is OESK really gonna be that hot? No, that Brent, you took the words right out of my mouth. I don't think OESK is going to be any. You're gonna be able to tell once you sip on the two of these anyway. You'll be able to tell either way. I agree. My wife said she thinks it's cool you have your wife pouring for you on Tipsy Tuesdays. My wife doesn't think it's cool. She does it. Actually, she does. She enjoys it a lot. She wants to do more video stuff again with me. She used to be in it at the very beginning. She would always be in my videos, and it was very good back and forth with somebody who literally hates whiskey, and then myself who was trying to learn how to love it at the time. And I will say it made for very funny content. Then she got a little bit tired of doing it because I was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this weekly because we're Bourbon of the Week," and she's like, okay, but this is like 3 videos a week now. And I'm like, yeah, we got to keep up. So she was like, I'm out. And then she came back. So we appreciate her. Troy in the house. Congratulations on 5K and congratulations on your first barrel pick release coming soon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I just got the confirmation today that me and Chris from Whiskey Noobs podcast will have our bottles of our Blue Note Juke Joint pick in the next 2 or 3 days here. So after we get our bottles, Troy, I got to put your name in the list here 4 more times. So you see that, folks? Troy gets 4 more entries. Oh my goodness. Wootsy coming in hot right away. Yes, we have our Blue Note Juke Joint pick. The best way to get a hold of that, I would say join the Discord. So it's going to go out to patrons only first. We have about 40 patrons right now. We have a yield of 160 bottles. But, and here's the big but, and I like big butts and I cannot lie. Chris from Whiskey Noobs podcast has 100,000 followers on Instagram. So if we have 160 bottles and we have 100,000 followers just on his alone, we might move through those very quickly. So I can't promise it'll make it past Patreon, but I would assume, just assumptions I'm making here, that it'll make it to the Discord. So I'm going to drop it to patrons only first. Then I'm going to drop it to the Discord. Then I'm going to open it up to the public. So the best way to get it would probably, the 100% guaranteed way to get it, join the Patreon. But of course, I'm not going to force you guys to do that. But if you want to try a better opportunity to get one, check out the Discord link. Both of those links in my description in all of my links and all of my YouTube stuff and everything like that. So Wootsy, let's get this stream started outright. You ain't lying. So that's going to be 2 entries for Wootsy. Who already has some in here as well. So we're going to have some fun tonight. I hate that the camera keeps doing this thing. I got to get a better camera, but we'll work on that. I'm sure my wife doesn't drink whiskey either. She'll drink it to tell me she hates it, and that's about it. That Blue Note pick going to be fire. Psyched about that. Picking up a couple bottles for sure. So the thing about shared pour is it's $18 shipping. So, and that's a flat rate. So it's a little high. I understand that. But you can go on there and buy 2, 3, 4 bottles. Check out the rest of their site. You don't have to buy 4 bottles of my stuff, which I would love if you did. But go on there, check out the rest of the site. You can buy something else on there, and that'll get you still $18 shipping. So you don't have to spend extra on shipping. You know what I mean? We're going to get started here, though. Let's pour that. We poured these up. I'm going to move these. Where can I move these? I want to show off my other bottles right now. So anybody who doesn't know what we're doing, check the bottom of the screen there. Every $5 super chat will be 1 entry for a chance to win one of these bottles. So if you win, you can pick one of the 3 bottles that you see up here, and you will be able to have that bottle. I mean, there's really no reason to even. We should have never done it, but here we are. Do you guys want to see what it is? If I sip it, you can see. Ready? Four Roses OESK. Whew. I haven't had the Koi Hill in quite some time. There's only a very little bit left. One of my store pick guys who gets a sample a month from my collection might just get the last of that. I'll be honest with you, because he said he was up in the air. So if that's what you want, now's the time to do it. I can't imagine it's going to last much longer. So, whew, I love all that face, dude. It's delicious. Don't get me wrong, but first sip of alcohol for the night, and it's 140 what 3, 142.8, so 143 proof. Put some hair on your chest, except mine. People told me if I drank whiskey, it would put hair on my chest, and here we are, 4 years later. I think I have one hair. Listen, that's the Jack Daniel's Koi Hill. I can promise you that. Let's keep these not mixed up anymore. I want to show you the whiskey wisdom thing. But delicious. Still a very good cherry bomb. Crankshaft bottle kill Koi Hill. Could you imagine? I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I've played that game before on a live stream, and it didn't end well. I think we ended up deleting that live stream, as a matter of fact. That is officially, I would say, off the internet, but we all know it's on the internet somewhere, just not for anywhere of us to see. Crankshaft going to get 4 entries into tonight's drawing. Appreciate you, Crankshaft. Crank. That's, oops, you were just CRN there. So that's 4 more entries for Crank. Bro, you'd be gone probably. I would be off this planet. I would be very gone for sure. Oh my goodness, though. It is so good. Wait a second. Oof. This is going to be tough. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is going to be tough. I can't promise you that one of these is better than the other. It's just kind of a preference thing at this point. So OESK, for those of you who do not know about the Four Roses mash bill, how can I turn that autofocus off? I don't know if I can now that I'm in the Johnski, you know? Now that I'm in the live stream, I don't know if I can turn the autofocus off. OESK. So O stands for Four Roses. E stands for the mash bill. I believe this is what, 65% corn, 20% rye, 65, 75, 85. No, that doesn't sound right. Wait, it tells me right here. 20% rye. Yeah. 20% rye. I think it's 65, 75, 85, and then 15% malted barley. Does anybody know the exact mash bill on this? The S stands for single barrel. The S stands for single barrel. No, the S stands for straight bourbon. And the K is light spice on the yeast strain. So they have 5 different yeast strains and 2 different mash bills, gives them their 10 different recipes. Jack Daniel's Koi Hill is just unleaded gasoline that you could start a car with. Whew. E is the low rye. It literally tells me 20% rye mash bill on here. I don't know why I didn't look at it. That was a good night. Was it, Brandon? Was that a good night? I don't remember. I woke up the next day like, what happened? I killed something the other night that you told me not to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brent out here doing bottle chugs on the Instagram, on the Discord. Brent loves to have a good time. I can't argue with the man. He's a grown man. I let him do what he wants. Oh my goodness. I'm not a big nose guy either. You guys know that. And the noses on these are just dramatically different. What are we talking about here? Both of these are so good. I don't know how I'm going to pick one, but we're going to. And then we're going to pour something else up. I'm going to let you guys pick what we pour tonight. Maybe we'll do like a little numbers. 1, 2, 3, pick a row type of thing. All right, that autofocus is just bothering me. How do I Logitech? Where's my computer people at? Got it. I don't think I can do anything. Camera, default, focus, auto. Camera not available. You either disconnect by using it. I got to get it off of this. You know what I mean? Because I'm using it, I can't affect it. I can't do what I want to do. That's all right. We live and we learn. This is how we get better at this live stream thing. You know what I mean? On Streamlabs, I can turn autofocus off on Streamlabs. What's up, Marco? Appreciate you stopping in tonight, brother. 5K. What do you think, Marco? What are you sipping on? What's everybody sipping on? Where's everybody from? The 2 questions I love to ask when doing live streams. I know we got some Canadians in that. Jaywa, get out of my head. What's everybody sipping on, and where is everybody from? Last time we did a live stream, we had Canada in the house. We had Cali in the house. I know we got a lot of Pittsburgh in the house, but that's all right. It was the rest of that Booker's Charlie batch that I killed. That's what, 124? 124? Smash that like, hell yeah. Started with KC12 that was in my flask from last weekend. PA and Blue Note Crossroads Toasted. Ooh, what's a Blue Note Toasted like? Who did the didn't that just come out recently, Brandon? The Crossroads? I mean, this Four Roses is just it's so light compared to the Koi Hill, obviously. SoCal brother, knew that. That's our Cali crew in the house. Georgia and a Knob Creek 120 proof. I don't think you guys are teasing me with all this Knob Creek talk. I know that. ATL Redwood Empire Pipe Dream Cash Strength. I'll tell you what, that Redwood Empire Cash Strength stuff was to die for. Real good stuff. Henry McKenna sipping some Balcones, one single malt in Texas. Balcones in Texas, name two things. I mean, I was going to say better, but I'm not the biggest Balcones fan. I've only had one of their offerings, though. Have I had two? I think I've had a sample of something else from them, but I forget what it was. I'll send you a sample. Consider it done. I appreciate you, Brandon. All right, here's the deal. If we're talking price, taste, drinkability, drinkability is an easy dub for Four Roses OESK. It's not even close. Four Roses also gets the nod. Actually, what was Jack Daniel's Koi Hill price when it came out? It wasn't that crazy, was it? $70? Does that sound right? Does $70 sound right for Jack Daniel's Koi Hill, or am I making that up? Bottle killing, Marco, take it easy. Bottle killing at Henry McKenna, by the way. How's the single barrel you got? Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. I've been fortunate enough to get good ones. OWA could win another one tonight, Brandon. Never know, never know. Pick my pour EC 123 Booker's Jack Daniel's single barrel proof R. What's the R stand for? It was 70. Okay. $70. Koi was cheaper? There's no way it was cheaper than 70, right? I can't imagine. Was it cheaper than 70? Love me some Four Roses. I haven't had a Four Roses single barrel. It's mid. What's mid? What's mid? Oh, the Henry McKenna. I got you. Ooh, rye. Rye. Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. It's a lot of letters in there. Koi was cheaper. I'm trying to think. I think it was $70, Brandon. I really do think it was $70. Cheaper than Roses. Right. Okay. I got you. So Koi Hill was cheaper than Roses, but obviously price depends on the other two factors. So I can't call it for Four Roses when it comes to price, because I think as of right now, I'm going to say that Jack Daniel's is winning on taste. It's just so much flavor. So much flavor. It's hard to really beat the amount of flavor that you get. And I understand. At 43 proof, 142.8. That's the third time I've looked at that. I do understand that it should have more flavor, but the flavors are also just better to me. PA, MSRP, Jack Daniel's release are 70. Correct. Yeah. Was 70 from last year in PA. My goodness. Lucky Seven's proprietor in Northern Illinois. Lucky Seven. If Troy and Lisa are still in the house, Troy will tell you all about his love for Lucky Seven. That's some good stuff. I mean, Barton in general puts out some good product. So I'm not gonna. Koi Hill is one of the best whiskeys I've had, hands down. I don't disagree, Brandon. I don't disagree. I'm trying to think of a better experience I've had with whiskey after the initial burn. I will say that. When I first it took me half of a bottle. It took me half of a bottle to get through actually being able to tolerate it. 20 viewers and only 14 likes. Smash that like button. Hey Dave, I'm only calling you out, and I would never do this to a patron in my life. The only reason I'm doing this to you is because you're my brother-in-law and I feel like I have an obligation. But your credit card got declined on Patreon. Just so you know, you're not in the entry tonight because you're technically not a patron. Sips bourbon. Pay those bills, brother. Pay those bills. I'm just kidding though. You're still a patron until I think the 8th, June 8th, it kicks you out. I'm assuming he meant to say brutal. Yeah, I get, I help that man out. He helps me out. I help him out. I just want to keep him honest. Can't be having him, it's like when you don't have health insurance for 2 months. The government comes after you. I got skimmed at Exxon and had to cancel it. That's a lie. You're lying right now. You just made that up. There's no way you got skimmed at Exxon. Which Exxon? Don't give me your address or anything on national TV here, but got skimmed at Exxon and had to cancel it. Imagine. We live in a pretty nice neighborhood. You know what I mean? The Exxon on 202. You got to use that tap, brother. Can they skim those? Can they skim the tap? I got skimmed at Exxon and had to. Listen, you get 1 free month of Patreon on me just because of that. Did they take a bunch? Tell us everything. Tell us the whole story. This is intriguing to me. Listen, here's the deal. Four Roses OESK is the clear winner when it comes to drinkability. Jack Daniel's Coy Hill is the clear winner when it comes to taste. $70 for Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. I don't even remember what the Four Roses OESK goes for. Is it 100? It's not 100, right? We have the internet, folks. What does a Four Roses OESK go for? Why did I say it like that? OESK. Why did I emphasize the S? I'm only a drink and a half in. Four Roses OESK MSRP. There's too many letters when it comes to the whiskey world. $89.99. So it's 90. How is the finish on both? The finish on Jack Daniel's Coy Hill lasts as long as forever does. Four Roses is 100. Yeah, I thought so in Pennsylvania. I thought it was $99.99. It's the only place I've used it that I don't go to regularly. It had to be it. $170 in Apple charges. My God, are you gonna get that back? That's the one reason I'll use credit cards over debit cards these days is because credit cards, you can just call them and be like, yo, that wasn't me. And they're like, all right, here's your money. Marco coming in hot with the $10 super chat. Marco, I appreciate you. We've got 2 entries into our giveaway tonight, which includes, for all of those who have just been joining us, we are doing a giveaway with E.H. Taylor's Small Batch, OWA, or Weller Antique 107, and this Fine Wine and Good Spirits store pick. Take that with a grain of salt. Again, we've had this conversation before. How much influence does Fine Wine and Good Spirits have over their picks, or is Blanton's just sending them whatever they got? You know what I mean? OESK $84.99. So $84.99 MSRP. We're going to go off that. If MSRP is $84.99 versus 70, this is close. This is closer than I thought it would. They're still pending, so I have to wait for the process. I can dispute it to get it back. Dang. Finish is really important to me. I agree. I've got to agree with you there. Finish is also important to me. If it's like a terrible finish, I'll be more aware of it than if it's just like an average finish, if that makes sense to me. So if it's a terrible finish on the bottle, then I hone in on that and it almost affects the entire experience. But if it's just like, if you don't notice the finish either, if you're not even thinking about the finish, I feel like that's not a bad thing either. I'd rather not notice and not think about the finish and being like, oh, is that a short finish or like that have a funky taste on the end than to be sitting there and being like, damn, there was no finish on that at all. Or, you know what I mean? Fine Wine and Good Spirits picks are hit or miss for me. I got to agree. They're hit or miss for me as well. Which one, Dave? You had one, the Eagle Rare pick for you, Dave. You said it was terrible. If I pay a premium, I don't want something to drop off. I agree. Blanton straight from the barrel is fine. Straight from the bottle. I'm assuming you're saying barrel. Straight from the barrel is fire. Yeah, I haven't had one. I have a Blanton's Gold back there. Maybe we'll sip on that tonight too after we get through this. We'll sip on some Blanton's Gold. I don't plan on being on forever tonight. I just wanted to hop on and say thank. We'll do some thank yous here to a couple of people who are in chat and some guys who aren't in chat, some other YouTubers that I really respect that have helped me get to where I am today. And then we're gonna do our drawing right at 10. I'm not gonna keep you late. And then I'll probably hang out for a little bit after that. But I don't have like real big plans tonight or anything like that. So Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace Fine Wine Good Spirits pick were not good. Whiskey Uncensored. What's going on, brother? 5K subs. Congrats. I appreciate you, Whiskey Uncensored. It's been a ride. It's been a journey. I was gonna have some like big thing tonight where I went back and like showed you some old videos and put some old clips together, but I was just like, I don't want anybody to even know that they exist. I'll be honest with you. My Eagle Rare pick was dog water. That's been the consensus with the Eagle Rare pick. I've never had a terrible fine wine and good spirits picks. There's no way they have someone actually doing their due diligence. So funny thing about that, I know some people. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I know some people on the store side of fine wine and good spirits, and have some contacts within the I should say what's the word I'm looking for, within the system that I've reached out to and got the gentleman's name, and most of the patrons know this story. I got the gentleman name that does the store picks, that does the fine wine and good spirit picks. With his name, I figured out some information. I ended up getting his email, Fine Wine and Good Spirits email. I emailed him and said, "Hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. Would love to sit down and just chit chat with you. I just want to talk, right? Let's just talk." I even wrote up the list of questions that I was willing to ask him. I said, "We can do it live, we can do it not live, and I can edit things. You have a full list of the questions." He never answered me. He actually, I'm assuming, sent it to the media manager. The media manager was like, "Hey, you're dealing with me now. What's up?" And I was like, "Listen, I just want a little bit, just a little bit of transparency between Fine Wine and Good Spirits and the community, because that's where it's going everywhere in the whiskey world. So to not give that to Pennsylvania alone is what bothers me the most. We have distilleries reaching out and doing interviews. We have people like Bardstown Bourbon Company telling you where they're getting their sourced product from. We have all of these things going out about transparency, and Pennsylvania is still just trying to cover everything up. So I was like, let's talk. You tell me something, I'll tell the people something. I'll be the spokesman for Pennsylvania." And they were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll get back to you." Never heard a thing. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. They just get sent picks. Absolutely. 115 proof Yellowstone pick was good though. See, I like to hear that. Only Four Roses is from New Jersey, Wegmans, and OBSO. I'll go grab it. I haven't had the OBSO. Yeah, my BT Fine Wine and Good Spirits were trash. Hot take: Eagle Rare is mediocre at best. Whiskey Uncensored at $40. It's $40, 35. Is Eagle Rare 30, 35? I think Eagle Rare is 30, 35. Is it mediocre at $35, or is it a good $35 that's way overhyped? I'll admit it's overhyped. I don't know if I'd say it's mediocre taste wise. I think Eagle Rare is pretty good when it comes to flavor for $35, $40 a bottle. Now, I went to the airport. I was in Boston Logan Airport the other night. My flight got delayed for 2.5 hours. I poured up some Eagle Rare and it was $20 a glass. Overhyped at that. Travis in the house with the $20 super chat. Sorry, I know I saw that during my whole rant here. But Travis, we're going to get you in here. GEWELL. That's going to get you 4 entries into our drawing here. Boom, there they all are. Okay, let's get him. Who are we getting? Brandon and Dave, relax. I need you both to relax in here, okay? They big leagued you. I'm telling. Oh, let's get the Fine Wine and Good Spirits guy. They gave me the runaround. They gave me the runaround. Brandon, you're in for 4 as well. Brandon Peace. You almost got 4 more entries because you were already in here. So when I typed in Brandon, it gave it straight to you. It said no, no, no. Let me change this up. Brandon. Sorry about the whole taking my time to do this. I don't have people that can do this for me. There's some bigger channels and they're like, "Hey, Whiskey Mountains, can you keep track of everything for me?" And I would love to have a Whiskey Mountains, I would love to have somebody like her around to help me out because she does such a good job, and I don't have that. You know what I mean? They big league you. Newman, they did big league me. And then they just put out this new conversation about they're shutting down the website for like 12 hours. and they're supposed to be revamping Loop and the Fine Wine and Good Spirits website. So again, I reached out this time to the media manager. I was like, let's have a discussion. What are you working on? And they're like, we're working on some stuff. We're going to steal a bunch of your product, raise all the prices. When you run a monopoly, there's no reason to care about it. No reason to care about it. Switched over to my OBSO. Geez, I got so much to catch up on here. I think ER is drinkable, sweet basicness. Yeah, it's very basic. I agree. Hot take: ER smells better than Buffalo Trace, but Buffalo Trace tastes better than ER. ER is good, no doubt. Yeah, to me, it's still mediocre. But then again, my first corked bottle, which was second whiskey I've ever tried, was corked bottle, and it was permanently. Say, hold on, let me read this again. But then again, my first corked bottle, which was the second whiskey I have ever tried, was a corked bottle, and it permanently scarred me. What's wrong with corked bottles? Am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. You don't need to. You don't need to be a bigger channel. You just have to ask one of us, dude. No, I got you. I know what you mean. I like I could ask, but then like I got to make people hang out in here, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I wanna bother people with it. I track for people. Many others track for people too. I appreciate that. I have an 11-year ER store pick I haven't cracked yet. What are we waiting for, Marco? What's going on? Hoser in the house, our second hoser. Sorry, hoser number two. We had a hoser number one before you, so you're hoser number two. Erupto here. Edward, I actually know that you're Erupto, and it's one of the few names that I can track across. Oh, corked is in corked rot. Gotcha. Tainted the whiskey. Kelly Kraus, do you think the website is actually going to be any better? Or Kelly, I apologize. Kellen, I do not. I do not think the website is going to be better. If anything, I think all they're going to do is maybe like some minor, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to make it look a little prettier, maybe, if that. Or they're going to try and do something and it's going to completely fail. And I just don't have faith in Fine Wine and Good Spirits to be able to tell you that it's going to be better. There's just no way. I don't understand what they're thinking about doing that's going to make it better unless they switch completely off of the current servers or whatever they're using. I don't know much about computers. There's guys in here that can tell you a lot more than I can, but I can promise you they can pay for something that's a lot better than whatever they have going on right now. I do not think it's going to be better. Sorry, it's been a long day. Corked isn't corked rot, and it tainted the whiskey to be. I understand that. If you got a cork rot, yeah, if there was cork rot for your first bottle, but I do think Eagle Rare for $35-40, if you get a pretty good bottle, is sour acetone tasting. Yeah. I'll take those four anyway. Brandon Peace coming in hot with four more. Now, when I said we got two Brandons in a row here. The only bad thing about that is it doesn't let me like just if I clicked BRA, it would just be like, "Do you want Brandon Peace?" And now it won't let me because I got too many Brandons. One for you. Not Brendan, Brandon Peace. There it is. Four more coming in hot from Brandon. Hey, I feel special. I don't know, Edward, why every single other person that comes in here, now that not every single. So like obviously Brandon, I know B Peace, but like the ones that make sense. Edward, there's no reason I should know Erupto from Edward, but yet here I do. Erupto is MJ. Who's LeBron then? Working through my TW pick first. TW. Let me think. What's TW? Would be nice if it was closer to OHLQ site. The Ohio site is much better in my opinion. Johnny, tell me about what Ohio does. If you have experience with both, I know some people from Ohio that have talked about their site, but tell me about what Ohio does differently that you think is better because I'd be curious about the different sites. The best thing about the site change will be seeing how much money they wasted on it, and yet they're going to raise prices 15% more again. You know what I mean? Lick that 11-year-old ER bottle, tastes just like a 10 high. Open it. What? Don't lick your bottle. Why are we licking bottles in here, Brent? We can split those entries. There you go. Two for each of you. I think they make an ointment for cork rot. Wait, maybe that's something easy. Take it easy, JWA. Total wine. Erupto sounds like Spider-Man villain. Sounds like something. Oh, TW, Total Wine. Sheesh. Working through my Total Wine pick first. Gotcha. What's the ETA on Blue Note? So yes, our Blue Note juke joint pick. I should have a bottle by the end of this week, and then we should be going live sometime next week. Beginning of next week, middle next week, end of next week. We're gonna release it to patrons first, obviously, myself and Chris from Whiskey Noobs. then I'm going to personally, I don't know what Chris's plan is after patrons. He might release it straight to the public after that. I'm going to do patrons first, and then I'm going to do my Discord. So if you're into Patreon, if you're a Patreon, you're going to have 100% guaranteed you're going to get one. I can't imagine unless Scott comes out of the blue and buys, 150 bottles himself. Patrons should all have access to getting one. Discord, I still believe Discord will all have access to getting one. After that, I can't really guarantee much because if Chris from Whiskey Noobs releases his publicly while I release mine to patrons, I guess you could just go on Chris's and Whiskey Noobs. So I'll have to talk to him about that. Maybe I'll do half patron, half Discord while he does his patron because I do want my Discord to get a shot at it before it goes out to the public. But definitely join the Discord. Discord's free. Chat with us 24/7. 95% of you that are in here tonight are in the Discord already. So I appreciate everybody who's stopping in tonight. 27 people in chat. This is awesome. We hit 50 the other night when we were doing the Dixon Deadman interview, which made me feel like a friggin' celebrity. I'll be honest with you. 50 freaking people is wild for me personally to be on a live stream. They have a better way of displaying where certain bottles are in map compared to having a select a county and then filtering through the stores in that county. I agree that's very annoying. Just tell me where it is. I don't want to select the county and then figure I'll even select the county and it won't even tell me it'll tell me like the farthest spot away from where I am in that county anyway and then I got to scroll through and be like, "Do I recognize this town name? Like is this a town name near me?" It's just overall better design. I can't imagine it's a worse design, Johnny, you know what I mean? Ohio is miles better. Interesting. Ohio map is so cool. Yeah. See, we just need something like that. I poured EH Taylor next to see if I won it or the OWA when I win. Brandon's coming out and telling you guys that he's winning tonight. I don't know how that makes you feel, but Brandon's winning. Shoot, you know what we don't have? Somebody give me an update on the Heat game. I'm interested. Your Instagram live got up there too. Yeah, Instagram live is I like doing Instagram live a little bit better because it's one, it has to be less structured, and two, it's I don't have to be on there for 2 hours. You know what I mean? YouTube doesn't really like if you go on for like 20 minutes and hop off. Instagram live loves it. They're like, oh, you're here, you're gone. We don't care. I do like doing Instagram lives for a little quick hop on, hop off. Instigating is a 10-minute major. Get him out. The Dixon convo was dope. Yes, Dixon Deadman was a lot. First of all, I already knew this going into it, which was why he was one of the guys that like is on the top of my list of somebody I wanted to talk to in the industry because he's so genuine and he's so real about his answers. He obviously can't tell you everything, but at the same time, he was in depth. He didn't like skip over questions like, "Oh, are you going to do a ride?" "Yeah, we're working on it." Easily could have just been like, "Yeah, we're working on a ride." But went into it, had a conversation about what he thinks he's going to do with Rise and everything like that. So awesome that he did that. Nate Brown in the house. Shout out to Chris for having a celebration during the NBA Finals because he's salty about the Sixers. I don't even know. I don't think that Miami doesn't have a shot. If you ask me, it's going to be 4 or 5 games unless the NBA is rigged, which is most likely is, and maybe they'll push it 6. But 22-29 Denver, not bad. Getting a bottle from a fellow Discord member, sent him my address and realized we're in the same damn town. That's how you do a meetup. We're gonna do a meetup. We got to do a patron meetup, probably maybe the end of this year or early next year before I start work back up. But the only problem is like, obviously, we're gonna meet somewhere between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. But like, we have people in Ohio. Like, that's gonna be a trip for some people, which is what makes me a little bit nervous about it. I don't want people being like, "Yeah, I'll fly out." You know what I mean? It just seems like a lot. But if people are willing to do it, I mean, I'll book it. Who cares? 22, 32, 10, 30, 10, 13 left. Dang. Look at these people go. Now you guys are talking to each other. I like this. I like this. Look. Got you, Crankshaft. Talking about Dave, Brandon. Thanks, buddy. My collection is getting low. Dwindling. We gotta, I'm for a meetup. Hell yeah. We do have to do a meetup. Just like book some crappy hotel, get some golf. I golf, but I don't golf well. So we'll just do that. You know what I mean? Go out, do a round of golf, take some shots, go back to the local bar, hit some whiskey up, stay up too late and call it a weekend, a little Thursday, Friday. I don't do 3-day weekends anymore. I'm out on that. Too old. I did 36 hours in Boston and I was exhausted. I was in, out, all in 36 hours. I was exhausted. You're telling me I would have felt better if I stayed another night? Absolutely not. That was delicious. I looked at it like I didn't know it was Koi Hill, but that was delicious. I might. I might have to give it to Koi Hill. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll fly out and visit the fam in Philly. Hell yeah, Marco. I would love that. I'm not gonna be out. I'm not. Nothing's planned. But my wife's dream has always been to go to Hawaii. That's like her dream destination. We got to get out there one day. And I said, I hate flying. So I was like, if we're going to Hawaii, we're not doing direct flight to Hawaii. I'm just not doing that. So I'm going to go to California and then we'll stop in California. Then we'll go to Hawaii. But I need a little bit better drugs in my system for something like that. You know what I mean? I may not golf. Everybody golfs as long as you got enough whiskey in you. Think we could rent a conference room at a hotel and get slammered? I think we could try. I think we could do it once. I don't think they'll let us back, but I think we could do it once. I used to be in a fraternity in college. I don't do that kind of stuff anymore, but in college we were in a fraternity, and every year we had a trip, like a fraternity trip, and we would go to different hotels in like Ocean City, Maryland, or Ocean City, Jersey, big party town, whatever, during college, and as a fraternity, and each year we had to change the name of our organization that went. So like the first year we were our fraternity name, and they were like, "Hey, here's a cease and desist. Your fraternity can't come back anymore." So the next year, we're like, "Oh, the Millersville Chess Club is going to come," and we would walk in, and there's a big sign, "Welcome Millersville Chess Club," and it's us. You know what I mean? Hell yeah! Go Bog Island. What is Bog Island? Oh, Big Island. I love that roses, but Koi Hill is ridiculous. It's just too good. It's just too damn good. I got you if you're in town, Marco. I will definitely. Again, this isn't on the radar, but I'll be in touch. Conference rooms are usually empties on weekends. We can just take it over. Might as well, right? Might as well. Here's the thing. Four Roses is delicious. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was sipping on something, and the tough part about this now is the Jack Daniels right now, 95 degrees out. Like, there's no way, right? There's no way I'm picking that up right now. The only reason I'm drinking this right now is because I wanted to finally do this. But there's no way that Jack Daniels Koi Hill is getting drank this time of the year. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 95 degrees. At least it's not humid. We've been begging for rain around here. So I'm not picking tonight. If I'm sitting outside tonight, it's Four Roses OESK. But overall, I gotta give it to Koi Hill. I've got to say that Jack Daniels Koi Hill is still our winner going into 2024, which is a shame because I usually like to do this where I compare this year's winner to the previous champion, which would still be Jack Daniels Koi Hill for right now. But I'll probably be out of that by next year. So I feel like I can find another Four Roses OESK at least. And JY, how's that yard looking? Yellow. You tried Jack Daniel's 12 yet? No, I haven't had any of the other Jack Daniel's special releases yet. So I've been looking for the 10-year. I've been looking for the 12, for the twice barreled. I've been looking for all of it. Just can't find it. Not that I've been looking hard. Like, I haven't been doing a lot of traveling, as you know, in the ice cream industry. It's our busy season right now. And the next, like, for June, just to give you an idea, we have what, 30 days in June. I think we have 26 events booked. So that means basically every day, there's a couple with 2 events. This name, what up, Vox? KXRISTO Vox. Vox, I've never seen your name before, and I appreciate you stopping in. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What are you sipping on? Where are you from? Why are you trying to win these beautiful bottles of whiskey? You've got one entry in currently 124. That's with, again, all my patrons. Store picks get 5. Small batch gets 3. We talked about these earlier. Why can't I remember them? Cash strength gets no, I'm sorry. Store pick gets 5. Single barrel gets 3. Cash strength gets 2, and small batch gets 1. Jersey, a little Jersey in the house. I love that. We go to Jersey all the time to do some hunting. My wife will be in Jersey this weekend for a basketball tournament. Love making the trip down to Jersey. Why does my face get so shiny? So oily. I just showered too. Maybe that's the problem. I feel like I don't look in the camera enough. I'm always looking at the screen. And I used to, anyway, you couldn't see the table when I had it on top. So I just moved it. Name is Paulo. Display name. Yes. What up, Vox? I appreciate you stopping in tonight. I hope you win. I'll be honest with you. First timer, dropping $5 for no reason. I hope you win. Which one? Here's the question. everybody who's entered tonight and everybody who hasn't entered tonight, even if you haven't, which one would you pick if you won? Would you pick the Blanton store pick? Would you pick the OWA or would you pick the EH Taylor? While you guys talk about that, I'm gonna go grab another bottle of whiskey. Which did I say I wanted to try? What should we sip on? Tough. Is anything low? Can we bottle kill anything? I don't think so. 1783 is kind of low. Elmer T. Lee's kind of low. I don't know. I don't even know what to drink. Somebody tell me what I should be drinking right now. OWA, Antique 107, EH Taylor, OWA, EH Taylor. Boy, if it ain't OWA, I don't know what it is. Blanton's Gold was mentioned. Oh, Johnny. This is where I love that I have you guys for my memory. Let me see if I can find it. It's in my sample case down here somewhere. Boom. That's not it. See, like, this is the kind of stuff I should have this stuff out and ready to go, you know? Calumet 15. Widow Jane 15. I still have to do that. None of those. I can't find it. I don't want to stay off screen for you guys too long. You know what I mean? GK or Florida Panthers. I have money personally on the Florida Panthers, so I'm betting for them. They've had a hell of a run. Kachuk is just going wild. Bobrovsky, Gudis, am I right? Resurgence custom cast. I could do that. Russell's 10. If you have it, I'll join you. I do have a Russell's 10. I could do Russell's 10 here as well. I'm here for some bottle kills. If nobody wants the Blantons, I'll take it. I feel you on that, Brandon. Dump Truck Dave, did you get an OWA recently? Sounds like so much glass about to break. Also, congrats on 5K. Appreciate that. I do appreciate that. 5K was tough. Did I mess this up? Am I out of focus now? Let's see if we can refocus. I can't tell if I'm out of focus. These look out of focus now. Am I wrong? Why won't it autofocus now? What if maybe I do? Okay, yeah, that focused. Okay, that looks a little better. Hello from the parking lot. Parking lot of what, Will? What parking lot you in? It's focused on the mic. Is that my issue? Hello? I never even thought of that. Focus on me. I got confused. It was Tony that got one. Oh, nah, Brand. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. I can't believe I can't find that Blanton's Gold. I can't just not have that. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe it's on the ground here. No, these are the ones I just put down here. I'm gonna find it. Whatever. You guys can hang out, right? You guys going anywhere? Calumet, Penelope. Larceny. Short barrel. I drank that the other night. Nope, can't find it. There are some other good ones down here, though. Let's see what else we've got. Wild Turkey Diamond. What about that one? We're going to drink that. Let me grab a glass, clean glass. Wild Turkey Diamond. I'm just walking away from you guys. I lost my Blanton's Gold. That's going to bother me. Unless I drank it. See, this is where I get, nobody knows. The same parking lot as last night in Georgia. What up, Georgia? Congrats on 5K, Will. My man, I appreciate that. You're in for one entry on this right now. You're in for one entry on this. We're gonna drink some wild turkey. Congrats from Oregon. Look at Oregon in the house. This thing. Focus on me, folks. Focus on me. This isn't a lot. This is like a half ouncer. Wild turkey diamond. I've never had it before. Congrats from Oregon. Who else do we know from Oregon? The Bourbon Van, right? Oh, that smells light. I don't know anything about this. Does anybody know about Wild Turkey Diamond? Can we focus? I would love to try the American Light Whiskey from Penelope. There we go. There we go. Now we're focused. Now don't move. Nobody moves. We moved. Ooh. That's a little perfumey. JY, you sent me a Wild Turkey 12. We'll crack that. Hell yeah. I forgot I have your samples over there. I'll definitely crack some of that. Let's grab those. Those are right here. Right here, right here, right here. Wild Turkey Diamond. Wild Turkey 12 here. Here we go. What else is in here? Rebecca Crack Double Barrel. Who's Rebecca Crack? Brent. Who's Tom Duffy? Sounds famous. Sounds famous. JY with the Wild Turkey 12 here in the house. Let's try this bad boy out. Rebecca Creek, not Rebecca Crack. Do I have to get a new glass, JY? I feel like if it's at least, they're both Wild Turkey products. All right, this is really starting to, there we go. It's really starting to bother me a little bit, though. I got to remind myself to turn off the autofocus. I got to remind myself to get a better camera is what I have to do. Just a local buddy who moved to Foley years ago. Brent, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. How's the volume, by the way? Is it better than last time? Last time with Dixon Deadman, I was a little bit louder than him. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can only compare it to myself, but look at you guys just knowing each other, just knowing people together. 27 in the chat, by the way. I appreciate every single one of you for being here tonight. We got about, I said around 10 o'clock, volume is comfortable. Love that. I figured out the settings now. I think we're good. The shitty part is I have to change my settings. So if I do a live stream on my computer, it has to be these settings. If I do a live stream on my laptop, it has to be different settings. If I do a video on my phone for YouTube, it has to be different. It's just like I always forget to switch them back. Oh my goodness. What is that? What is that? What is that nose? You know what this smells like? And I don't mean to be disrespectful to anybody who likes this Wild Turkey 12 year. I haven't sipped it yet. It's just a smell. It smells like you opened a book in the library that hasn't been opened in months. Look at this autofocus. I'm literally about to just hold on. I wonder if, let me see something real quick. I'm going to see something real quick. You guys are going to see a blank screen. It's actually going to be my Dixon Deadman background. So let me see if I can, I'm just curious here. Nope, can't do it. Even with it not on the screen, it won't let me adjust it. It's funk. There's funk on this, JY. Smells like grandma's hand. Erupto. That's it. Smells like grandma's handbag. It's like old. It's not old as in like old whiskey. It's old as in like dust. It's like dusty. Is this what Dusty Dan's whiskey reviews is tasting all the time? It smells like you walked into like a basement that hasn't been opened in a while. That's crazy. I've never really experienced anything like that before. $20.01. Nate Brown in the house, dropping that extra penny for good luck. You know what I mean? Hold on. Uh-oh. Wrong button. Wrong button. Nate Brown. 4 more entries for Nate Brown. I appreciate you, Nate. Musty. Musty's the word, Wootsy. Will, we've been looking for that. Edward is Erupto. That is correct. Edward is Erupto. Gandy Road on the Gentleman and Whiskey live stream. If you guys aren't checking out Gentleman and Whiskey, they're a good channel. They're another couple of PA guys. You should definitely be watching them. They put out some good content. They're like early in their YouTube career, and they're like substantially better than I was when I started out where they are. You know what I mean? When I first started out, you can go back and watch them. I haven't deleted them. I'm like stretch res. I'm yelling at the camera. I'm very uncomfortable. It took me a while to get to my comfort level, and they're already there. So again, they're a great look at. I'm just showing off my muscles at this point. That's how comfortable I am. Like a musty, dusty funk. Sounds like a '70s song. It's almost an aged meat component funk. If you know, you know. I don't know. JY, I don't know. Didn't have to shout out, but thanks, Chris. Yeah, I did have to shout out, Brandon. You guys make some good content. This is just, it's so weird. Tim Tam Slam. Thoughts on BO Pack 9? Just picked it up. Just might have to save it to trade after seeing some reviews. So, I don't have a BO Pack 9. I haven't had it. I will say I haven't had a BO packed anything that I've truly enjoyed. So I refuse to pick them up for the price point anymore. I don't know which pack went bad, which pack went sour, but I think I've had 7, 8, and I haven't had 9. Dave, Dump Truck Dave, did you pick up a 9? Is 9 even in Pennsylvania yet? It probably not. OG BOTW videos are something else. 0 personality and 3 minutes long. I used to think that was the wave. I used to think that was the move until I realized YouTube Shorts existed. BO Pack 9 though, I haven't had it. I don't like the Blood Oath stuff. Again, I just haven't had one that I've really enjoyed yet. Who's talking about benchmark single barrel? Will T. Did I miss that? Because I would love to talk about benchmark single barrel. Sorry. What's everyone drinking tonight? When I get home, it's going to be some bottom shelf Thursday with benchmark single barrel. Benchmark single barrel is good. I agree. I have a benchmark video that I shot like a year and a half ago that I still haven't released yet. And benchmark single barrel was good. I forget where it landed at this point. I'll be honest with you. Getting that OWA. I love OG Bourbon of the Week to the point. My ADHD can't wait 18 minutes for someone to tell me, but I agree, which is why I don't make my videos other than YouTube loving 10-minute long videos. Other than that, people say after pack 4 or 5, it changed. Well, I definitely haven't had 4 or 5. But yeah, the 7 and 8 were I personally think they were awful. Like not even drinkable. I wouldn't say drain pour because I'm not pouring that much of expensive whiskey down the drain, but I will say that they were almost in that conversation. All right, I'm finally going to sip this. This is Wild Turkey. This is 12-year. This is Dusty Musty Funk. Old Town Funk you up. Something weird going on here, but let's try it out. It's turkey. It's definitely wild turkey. What's the proof on this? It's lower proof. This can't be any higher than 100. Is it 101 proof? This can't be 101 proof, right? Haven't seen it in PA yet. Yeah. Lights out, baby. Hell yeah. Lights out. That if you know about lights out, that's going back. So before I did this whole YouTube whiskey thing, I actually wanted to be a video game streamer. And I started out with the name Lights Out 203. I made a couple of bucks off of it, to be honest with you, on Twitch. But I was just like, I can't. You had to stream for like 8, 9 hours a day to keep up with these freaking 13-year-olds. And I'm like, dude, I got a job. Can't do that. Benchmark top floor is real good. Benchmark top floor is underrated in the benchmark lineup because it's 86 proof and nobody wants to mess around with that. Benchmark top floor at 86 proof was the most unique of the experiences that I got with Benchmark. And it's like an apricot. I still haven't had an apricot. I think my wife actually finally bought me an apricot. I might have an apricot in my fridge as we speak, but we'll check that. Somebody selling a pack 5 on Discord. Nobody knows. You have to check. I have a bottled, benchmark, bonded, and a small batch. I didn't enjoy the small batch until I threw Barrel Spiral in for a few weeks and did something beautiful. Benchmark small batch is the worst of them, and they're the most expensive ones. They're the $25 bottles when there's $18 bottles at Benchmark that are clearly better. Nuggets up 17 at halftime. That series is already over. You know what I mean? I'd buy Weller 12 if I ever had a shot at MSRP. I agree. Wild Turkey 12 is 101. I kind of figured that. Appreciate you saying that. What's MSRP on Wild Turkey 12? I honestly don't know. Everybody that I've seen buy Wild Turkey 12 like bought it from Japan and got it shipped over here. It's kind of weird. 31 in the chat. Let's get to 50 tonight. If we can get 50 people, here's the deal. Are you ready? For everybody who's donated so far tonight, I'll say this right here, right now. You have my word, and I'm looking at everybody in here. Do whatever you have to do. If I see this number in my top left corner hit 50 tonight, I'll pick 2 winners and we'll give 2 bottles away. Instead of 1 bottle, instead of 1 winner, I'll pick 2 winners and we'll give 2 of these bottles away. You heard it here first. Bourbon of the week. We have till 10 o'clock. We have 30 minutes. 30 minutes to get another 28 people in this chat. Send it to your friends. Send it to your loved ones. Sign on a different device. I don't really care. Whatever you got to do. Click that like button. That's the most important thing. Will T, I have a top floor and a small batch. I was hoping small batch would be like Buffalo Trace, but it is not. Spiral is a good idea. I think small batch is a mixer at best. Wild Turkey 12 is awesome. I think it's like 175. Sheesh. My gosh, Brent, I got a notification down here that Brent just put it in the Discord. Could be wrong. Booze app says about 200. I traded 2 Blantons for a Wild Turkey 12. Did you buy your 2 Blantons Erupto at MSRP? Were they $60 Blantons, $65 Blantons? So that's what, 140? We'll say 130. I feel like that's a good deal. About to spam PA Bourbon Squad now. Do it. We lost one. We're down to 31. That's how you guys did. 18. 18 what? What's Johnny talking about? $9.99. I'm going to give you 2 for that. RM. RM, where are you from? What's that stand for? Yeah, $65. That's not bad. I traded a Weller. You traded a Weller 12 for your Wild Turkey 12? I would make that trade all day. Weller 12 is trash. Complete trash. You said 28 people need now 19. Ooh, 18 now, actually. 31, 32, 42. Yeah, 18. I'm pretty good at math sometimes. Except when it's like when proofs become like 57.15, I'm always like, damn, what's that? How do I double that? 57, that's 114.15. That's 114 point. Like, don't do that to me. Don't make me do that. Will T with another, sorry. Will T with another $5 in the chat. Will T coming in hot. We're up to 132 entries. Just so everybody knows, full disclosure, if you're a Patreon, you already get entries automatically. Just because I feel like if you're paying me money monthly, I can at least give you a giveaway entry. and that's that. So I take Wild Turkey 12 over Weller 12 for sure. I don't I don't know. I don't know if I love this quite yet. We only have a little bit, so easy trade. I would say with the way that I enjoy Wild Turkey or Weller 12, it's an easy trade for me as well. Got a couple Weller 12s from a friend that went to Japan. That's what I'm saying. It's around $60 a bottle. $60 a bottle from Japan, or like he bought them in Japan for $60 and brought them back to you. Because if you buy them, I win, I'll take the GTS. Yeah. Me too. I would love one. Weller 12 is proof down too low. Okay, that sip. I took a big sip there to finish this. I'm late. What are you drinking? I just drank a sample of Weller 12 from JY. Weller 12. Jeez, look at me now. Wild Turkey 12. A little sample of Wild Turkey 12 from JY. And that last sip was like really freaking good, actually. So, yeah, 100% taking Wild Turkey 12 over Weller 12. Weller 12 is just not good to me. It doesn't sit with my palate. I don't understand. We talk about hype all the time. That's one of those bottles I'll never understand. Mike Carr, by the way, coming in hot. Already's got some because he's a patron. Brent with another 2 in the house. Brent, I didn't even put your last name here because I just know you as Brent. You know what I mean? Just know you as Brent. We're up to 34, by the way, folks. So it's getting close. We got 23 minutes to go. He bought them and brought back for me. See, that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. Drinking Antique 107. Trying to give one away for you guys. Trying. I never get enough funk on Buffalo Trace products or Four Roses. A lot of my Buffalo Trace products give me like a Band-Aid taste lately, which I don't love, but it's weird. Marco, coming in hot with another 2 entries to possibly win here. We're up to 36, 14 away, folks. 14 away and 13 minutes to go. Click that like, click that subscribe, send this to your mother, your brother, your father, your uncle, whoever you want to. If we get to 50, what the heck did I just do? Exit full screen, please. Oh my goodness. Another 10 coming in from Vox in the house. Bristol Vox. Appreciate you guys. This is gonna be a good one. We're up to 138 entries. Again, a lot of those were patrons. Don't think that's all $5 super chats. A lot of those are patrons. $5 for top tier, $5. 5 entries for top tier. Hales, what's going on? These are some new names in the chat. I like seeing new names. Will you drink Malore live next if we get to 50? If I owned Malore, I would, but we don't own it. Hales with 2 entries. I love seeing new names in the chat because it makes me feel PLCB is going to come crash a raffle. Imagine just win the bottles back and then resell them. What bottles is everyone looking forward to in the second half of the year? That's a great question. If everybody has an answer for that, I've got to think about mine. I know the number 1 bottle that I'm looking for in the fall is going to be 13th Colonies Double Oaked. No questions asked. That's the number 1 bottle that I'm looking for. Other than that, though, like, what am I truly excited about? I've gotten to the point where Russell's Reserve 13, Old Elk Wheat and Rye. Does Big Cup JW get any extra entries for the W12? If I did it that way, JY, we would have 500 entries. I appreciate it for real, but I gotta be honest with these people. You know, I gotta keep it honest. I can't give extra entries. 13th Colonies Double Oaked, agreed. Rio. Here's my feelings on Rio. I don't think I'm gonna like it personally. I understand why people would like it, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. I think it's gonna be too sweet, and that's coming from a guy who loves sweet whiskey. I like Remus. Are you seeing new names because people are signing in alternate accounts? Perhaps, Mike. Whatever it takes, though. Any Knob Creek releases. If I could do another barrel pick, when I do another barrel pick, it's gonna be a Knob Creek. It's gonna be a Knob Creek single barrel. Rio would love a 13th double oak. Would love 13th 13th 2. Oh, 13th double oak. Gotcha. 13th Colonies. Russell single barrel, the Rick House Camp Nelson. Yeah. Speaking of which, I didn't post my New Bottle Thursdays. I'll have to take a picture. Check me out on Instagram at Bourbon of the Week to see all our New Bottle Thursdays. 11 away, 9 away, folks. We are 9 away. Let's get 2 winners here. Here's the idea, folks. If we get to 50 people watching this tonight, which will be tied for the most that I've ever had, we're going to give away 2 of these bottles tonight to 2 different winners instead of just 1. We were only going to give 1 away, but if we get to 50, we'll give away 2. And I need some more whiskey. I can tell you that. Somebody pick a number. First number I see here are 1 through 4. Somebody pick one. First number I see pop up. I love seeing your wife on your Instagram videos. She's so cute. Yo, hey, let's chill. Chill. That's my wife. She might join us tonight. Johnny Dean was the first one I saw. Sorry, DP. First one I saw was 3. So 1, 2, 3. Somebody pick a number. I think it's like 1 through 27. Next time I see 1 through 27, I'm going to give it like 30 seconds because I know a lot of you guys are still putting 1 through 4. Make it 45, Chris. Ooh, no, I still see 42 on my end. Hey, yo, chill. That's my wife, man. I don't know. Whatever you're into. She is cute. I'll be honest with you. We had Hoser came in first at 13. So we're going to count left to right. Scott Smart in the house. Scott, where you been at tonight with an 8? Do I take Scott? Nah, I gotta respect Hoser on this. Hoser with 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. My God, is this what we're gonna drink tonight? Is this what we're gonna drink? Look at it, folks. If you know, you know. But tonight we're pouring up some Swill Dog, not the rye. Working, Scott, I appreciate you stopping in during your work. I know that's tough. I know what that's like. Work is one thing a lot of us in the Patreon do, and I respect everybody because of that. Everybody works a lot, works hard. Scotty, I missed the KC store picks that were 15 plus years. I don't think I was even around for those. Don't think I was even around. We're back down to 39, by the way, folks. We lost a few. 43. Hold on. Wait a minute. Bring it back. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better, Brandon. That makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you for clarifying. Just so everybody knows, there's not random strange people on the internet hitting on my wife. It's Brandon's wife, so that makes me feel better. There's a lot of wives that come into this chat and tell me to buy bottles of whiskey once in a while, and then I end up buying them, and they're the wrong bottles of whiskey. So me and wives don't do too well, except for my own, for now. It's only been a couple of years, so there's plenty of time to mess that up. Oh my goodness. Awesome show. Dennis the Bourbon Dad. I'm officially a Bourbon Dad, and there's a few Bourbon Dad groups out there that I would love to be a part of. So if any Bourbon Dad groups are out there, I am officially part of one of you. I'm part of one of you. I am one of you. Hoser, right? Like it got a little weird for a minute, but now I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. Swill, Luke, what do you know about Swill? Nate, what do you? Nothing, unfortunately. Dang, Scott. I know that feeling. Swill Dog. I have Swill Dog next to me. Pour it up. Pour it up. We're up to 43, folks. We're 7 away. 7 away. If we can make it happen, we're giving away 2 of these bottles. Click that like, click that subscribe, send it to your uncle, brother, your wife, so she can talk about how cute my wife is. Bourbon Dog Dad absolutely counts. 100%. For those of you who know me, I bought my first bottle of whiskey in 2023. Mike, what was it? What was it, Mike? Tell the people of chat they want to know. This Swill Dog, though, I'll be honest with you. I know I was supposed to get the rye. This Swill Dog is not bad. Another fun thing we have going on around in this channel. So I get a lot of people reaching out to me. And a lot of times I will turn them down because I'm not interested in products that I don't care about. But Fee Brothers, and this is unsponsored, no money sent to me by them. Fee Brothers, if you're looking for bitters and you're drinking different cocktails and stuff like that, I highly recommend Fee Brothers. We all know Angostura, the Angostura bitters here in Pennsylvania. I mean, everywhere, I'm sure. But Fee Brothers, first of all, they're black walnut. I think it's called black walnut. It's some type of walnut. I think it's black walnut. Phenomenal in an old fashioned. This they did send to me, so I will say they sent this to me for free. Fee Brothers Turkish Tobacco Bitters. We're going to try this. I don't think it's going to be good in an old fashioned, but they have a couple different recipes on their website that they tell me to use this in, and we're going to try this out. Hold on, I have the card right here. This is it. Well, think you'll enjoy these bourbon cocktails as well, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I thought they were going to have the cocktails on here, but they don't. But Fee Brothers, if you're looking for bitters, Fee Brothers is the way to go. Has your wife ever bought you a bottle of bourbon and you are disappointed in what she got you, i.e., Basil Hayden's? My wife has not. My wife has learned very quickly to stop buying me bottles of bourbon. A lot of people, when you do what I do, or even I'm sure you guys come across it as well, when people know that you're into a hobby, all they want to do is buy you a specific, like they want to give you something within that hobby, which I'm never gonna knock somebody coming to me being like, "Hey, I bought you a bottle of whiskey." The problem becomes I have to change up how I approach talking about that whiskey from there on out, knowing that they gave me one. So if a distillery sends me a bottle of whiskey and it's trash, I'll come on here on a live stream. I'll have a couple of drinks beforehand and I'll tell you it's trash. I will completely tell you this is a bottle of trash. Don't drink it. Don't buy it. And they won't reach out to me again. And I'm fine with that. If my sister in law buys me a bottle of whiskey and she tells me she spent an hour waiting in line for this special release, and I try it and it's not good, we have to be on a whole different level on how we approach that conversation. I can't tell her it's not good. I can't tell my mother in law she bought me a bad bottle of whiskey. So, at what point do we draw the line on being honest and opening up to I was going to say siblings, because my siblings have bought me bottles of whiskey as well. But my wife has just given up. She's been like, I don't even know what you have. I don't even know what you want. So I'm not going to bother. So that's my story on that, JWA. Black walnut bitters sounds really good in old fashioned made with Casey smoked maple in the winter. I made mine. So it's funny you bring up smoked maple. I made mine with Buffalo Trace maple syrup instead of simple syrup, the black walnut bitters, and was that it? Maple syrup instead of simple syrup, black walnut bitters. I think that was it. And it was one of the best things I've ever drank. I was gifted a David E for my B-day last year, gave it a chance, then poured it down the drain. Brandon, sometimes you just got to be like, yeah, I drank that whole thing. It's gone. I tried it. I have a lot of bottles on my bottom shelf that become, and this is full disclosure, I don't lie to you guys. A lot of bottles that become, hey, I need to shoot a video, but I'm not drinking tonight. That's what we pour into that glass that night. And then guess where that goes? Down the drain. Prescription bourbon in the house, everybody. It's been a while, Prescription. Cheers and congrats, Chris. Bourbon of the week. Thank you, Prescription Bourbon. How's everybody doing? How Charlie and Gene in the house? I appreciate you guys stopping in. Good to see you. David E was hot garbage. I tell my wife to stop. Yeah, thanks, but I think buy me a fine wine and good spirits gift card. You know what I mean? Currently in Nevada, appreciate that. Nevada picked up some Frey Ranch single barrels and 100% weeded. Have you evaluated Frey Ranch yet? Absolute fire. I have had one sample. I don't have a bottle, right? I have had one sample of Frey Ranch. I believe Scott actually sent me some Frey Ranch. Scott Smart, can you confirm or deny if you're still in the count? Um, Scott's, I believe I've had a sample of Frey Ranch and agree it was absolute fire. I haven't had any of the 100% weeded stuff. But Frey Ranch is definitely on my radar of something that I want to try some more of. I can promise you that. How was the hootin'? My car. Who sent me hootin'? Hoser? Hoser, did you send me some hootin'? Just got in the mail today. I haven't tried it yet. There you go. Open that up. It's the thought that counts. It's not though. The thought is don't buy me anything. People keep sleep on Casey smoked maple, but outside of certain Crown Royal bottles, it's one flavored whiskey I respect because of the proof point. I am not of the camp that I won't drink flavored whiskey. I am of the camp that I won't buy flavored whiskey, and there's a big difference. I want to specify that. Yar, yeah. Scott sent me the Frey Ranch. Very good stuff. I think it was I don't remember. Don't they do batches? Wasn't it like the first batch or second batch of Frey Ranch? Frey Ranch is on my list if I see it. Yeah, absolutely should be. So I don't buy flavored whiskey only because what I do, I don't have a big budget outside of what I currently buy to be spending money on flavored whiskey because I won't review them, I won't drink them, I won't put them in any videos. So I don't buy that. But I will drink them if that makes sense. I'll send you a sample of the weeded. Dennis, I appreciate that. Reach out to me on Instagram. I would love that. Barley 342, another name I don't see all the time. Congrats on the milestone. Good job on the 2XO interview. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. The 2XO interview was a lot of fun with Dixon. I feel like I'm out of focus again. Is it this? Focus on me. Focus on me. The 2XO interview was a lot of fun. Dixon did an amazing job and being genuine and open about what he wanted to talk about. So I appreciate him for that. We're down to 40 here, folks. It's not looking good with 10 minutes to go. Frey Ranch Barrel Proof and Rye was amazing. E.H. Taylor is better than OWA. Ooh, folks, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Is E.H. Taylor better than OWA? Are we being real about that, Nate? Heading to Vegas in a few weeks, Frey Ranch and Smoke Wagon will be coming home. What's everybody's feelings about Smoke Wagon currently? I used to love Smoke Wagon. What's the current overall feeling on Smoke Wagon? You're not out focused, just buzz. That might be the realest thing I've ever heard, Ozer. That might be the realest thing I've ever heard. Johnny 5, we've got a couple more minutes till the drawing. We got a couple more minutes. We have 140 entries at this point. Great milestone, Chris. Got to pay attention. I appreciate you being in here, Scott. You know you got your entries in here as well, so I'll let you know if you win. Cheers, all. Cheers, Scott. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Nate Brown, my work for you has been called out. OWA versus E.H. Taylor. I am SW. Wait. Never bought into the hype. I am over SW. Never bought into the hype. I don't think E.H. Taylor is better than OWA. I just don't. Smoke Wagon is good. I agree. Smoke Wagon's good. I don't know. I am over Smoke Wagon. Here's the thing. First of all, Aaron does an amazing job on all social medias. Love watching that guy and what he does. I think distilleries and companies like himself have it tough right now. Obviously, they're sourcing from MGP. When there's companies out there like Penelope sourcing from MGP who just got bought back from MGP, which is a weird concept to me in general. I don't really know how the logistics of that work. Obviously, they're doing stuff with their product that MGP isn't doing, but at the same time, why doesn't MGP just do it if it's so successful? But very happy for Penelope at the end of the day, no matter what. Smoke Wagon is all based around Aaron's palate, and I think that's hurting them personally. I think these batches after batches after batches and how many batches, I think it's becoming redundant, and I think they need to try something new. That's my opinion on it. That's where I'll leave it for that. Scott S. Cheers. What's up, Scott? Appreciate you stopping in. Uncut the Younger, great cigar whiskey. Uncut Unfiltered is great. I agree. My Uncut Unfiltered was great as well. The problem is MGP is running out of older whiskey that they're willing to source to people. And when you run out of older whiskey that you're willing to source and you don't have a backup plan on distilling on your own, then you start to become a little bit dependent on whatever they're willing to sell you. And I think that's going to be a problem for Smoke Wagon in the future. I think it's going to be less of a problem for Penelope now that they're owned by MGP. You know what I mean? They're going to have first access to that product. Prescription Bourbon in the house with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Congrats on 5K. Well deserved. Thank you, Prescription. Prescription. I suck at spelling. Bourbon. And then we have Emma coming in with a $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Nothing to say with it though, Emma. What do you tell me something? Talk to me. Smoke Wagon the Younger is a great deal. See, that's what I feel like they're going to have to move towards is this younger whiskey. We're at 46, by the way. 46 in the chat with 6 minutes to go. Let's see if we can hit that 50. That's why Uncut the Younger exists. Drew, you and me, same time. Same time right there, Drew. Nail on the head. That's exactly why it exists. I wonder, where are you wandering to? I wonder what the taste notes they're looking for is different between E.H. Taylor and OWA. E.H. Taylor is bottle and bond 100 proof. OWA is at happy point of 107. I mean, first of all, Weller is weeded, right? Weller is weeded. E.H. Taylor is not weeded. E.H. Taylor is at mash bill number 1. 5K. Ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned earlier about going through and thanking people and talking about the reason that I'm even at this point here on Bourbon of the Week at 5K. And I completely forgot because we got so hung up on conversations. Drew, how do you enter the giveaway? You have 5 minutes. There's a super chat button. There should be a little like dollar sign button at the bottom of your screen. You click on that. You got to put on your credit card information and everything, and then put an entry in. Every $5 that you donate will be one chance to enter. We're currently up to 141 entries. Brent just did that with a super sticker. That'll work as well. Let me get. Can you guys give me a minute? We talked earlier about reasons that I am where I am today, and reasons that this channel is as successful as it is for what it is. And the Bourbon Van is one of those reasons. 100% without a question. The Bourbon Van, if you're not following them, you should be, is 100% one of those reasons, because Phil and Julie were one of the first people that I reached out to. They're doing amazing here on YouTube, as well as all their other social medias. Check them out. But without them, I wouldn't have had the video quality. I wouldn't have had the content ideas that we come up with. They have so much good stuff. Five Sip Fridays is something that I model a couple of videos after. So again, without the Bourbon Van, I wouldn't be where I am today. They are definitely one of the, give your roses when they're due type of deal. Brent W. Oh my goodness, people. We're up to 52. Just so you know, we're up to 52 in the chat, which means we're giving away 2 of these right now. But let's make sure we get everybody entered. We got Brent. We got Dennis the Bourbon Dad, Dennis, D-E-N-S, D-D-N-N-I-S, the Bourbon Dad. We've got, that's one entry with the $5. You're the best, Chris. Happy for you and proud of you. I appreciate you, Phil and Julie. You guys know that. You guys absolutely know that. Barley 342. You're in for one entry. Emma, you're in. I appreciate you changing that to $4.99 instead of the $1.99 earlier. That I was nervous for you, Emma. Johnny Dean, let's go with another $5 here. Johnny in the chat. Johnny Dean. We've got to 50. We're up to 50. We were at 52. I saw it, folks. Trust me, I saw it. We're going to give away 2 of these bottles tonight. So I'm going to pick 2 winners. You're going to have an option. Nate, I saw it. I saw it. Johnny Dean. Caroline Harlow, $2.99. Caroline, put 2. Am I gonna? Do I make her put 2 more? Do I like? What do I make her put 2 more? I feel like I have to. Dump Truck Dave in the house with the $5. Jay Gold 488 with the $5. Listen, we're having fun. Caroline, thank you, Carol. I really felt bad because like $3 to $5. I don't want to be a stickler. I'm not like trying to like take your money or anything like that. But at the same time, I would feel bad if people donated 5 and you know what I mean? Done. Robert May, Caroline, thank you. Thank you, Caroline Harlow. Any relation to Jack Harlow? Could you get me on tour? That would be awesome. Caroline, thank you for that. Thank you for not making this more awkward for me than I wanted it to be. And then Robert May. May or Mai? Robert May? Robert Mai. How's it go? We're at 52. I promised you guys if we hit 50 that we would give away 2 of these bottles instead of 1. So we're going to give away 2 tonight. Can we focus? Thank you. Caroline, I appreciate you for that as well. The Swill Dog is pretty damn good. That's what I'm saying. The problem is, where's my Swill Dog at? The problem becomes produced and bottled by Swill Dog. 119 proof. What's the age statement on something like this? We got to know. It tastes like it's like, I would say 6 years. I would say it's at least 6 years old. Tom Burns, just getting here. What did I win? You won 1 entry to our, dude, this autofocus. Remind me, whoever I talk to before next live stream, just remind me that I've got to turn autofocus off. This is the most annoying thing that I've ever dealt with on a live stream. But we're learning here. This is a new program. We're learning the program. Look at that. Look at how annoying that is. JY with another 10 coming in hot here. We're up to Brandon with another 1 more for 50 viewers. Not as annoying as CAPTCHA. What's CAPTCHA? Sounds expensive. Hold on, hold on. JY, you're in again for another 2. JY. And then Brandon back in for another one. Yo, yo, yo. What up, Vic? Congrats on the 50 viewers. I appreciate Luke. Hold on. Brandon Lincoln. Got to make sure I get the right Brandon in here. Luke with 2 more. Luke's trying to win something tonight. Tom Burns with 1. He's in. Tom, just so you know, everybody who's a patron already has some entries. We're up to 156 entries, and there's only going to be 2 winners, folks. This is where I feel bad. Like, I wish everybody could win. I wish we could all just get a bottle of these. You know what I mean? RM in the house with another $5. I got you in here. I don't know how to share my screen. Can I figure that out? New layout. I don't know how to do it. I wish I could share my screen so you guys don't think I'm cheating you out of anything. But I don't know. Risto back with 2 more. 2 more entries. We're up to 160. How do I enter? See MIDI. If there's a little box at the bottom of your YouTube chat, it should have a $sign in it. Click that. Add your credit card information. Every $5 you want to donate will be 1 entry. We're currently up to 160 entries, so you have a 2 out of 160 chance of winning. Give all 3 away, Nate, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Tom Burns. Luke stinks. Tom Burns with 3 more. I put Tom Burks. Tom Burns. Sorry, 4 more. Oh my goodness, guys, relax. Tom Burns. Got 4. Vic, you're in twice. Brandon's in for 1 more. I got to make sure it's Peace and not Lincoln. Brent, we're 10:02 here, folks. We're 10:02. Brandon, Peace. Here's the deal. I'm looking at my clock. I'll wait till 10:03 because by the time I explain this, it'll be 10:03. From 10:03, I'm gonna cut it at 10:04. If somebody donates between 10:03 and 10:04, I will go till 10:05. Smitty. See Mitty in the house. There it is. 2 entries for C Mitty. We didn't even get to 10:04, so we're gonna go 10. It's 10:03 now. If somebody donates between now and 10:04, we will continue it until 10:05. Hard cutoff, hard facts, no questions asked. If you donate after 10:15, we're done. But right now it's 10:03. At 10:04, if nobody donates, we will be done. C Mitty will be the last 2 entries that we have. Then we'll mix it up and we'll spin it. Marco, there we go. Tom Burns just wants us to keep drinking tonight. So we're going to 10:05. 10:05, Tom Burns is in for 1 more. Why won't you say my full name? Vic Legina. There you go, Vic. Does that make you feel better? Who made a YouTube? Who is this? Hoser, is this your YouTube? Is this your secondary account right here? We're back up to 52 on here. After the buzzer, half court heaves. All right, if we're gonna do this, somebody tell me the score. Somebody tell me the score. Made me feel pretty great. Jay Gold, I appreciate that. Somebody tell me the score of the game tonight. Nate Brown in for 1 more. Nate Brown in for 1 more. Now the question is, if we get to 10:15, do you see that? You see me slip off the. If we get to 10:15, if we do one donation per minute until 10:15, I'll pour another drink. Otherwise, we're done drinking. No one cares about basketball. I just want to make sure the Heat are losing. I had the Nuggets winning in 4 or 5. I love how he says after the buzzer. So it's 10:04. Nate made it go to 10:0. I already had it going to 10:05, so we're going to 10:06. Nugs up 17. Unless Jimmy Buckets drops 55, they're not going. They're not going anywhere. So we have till 10:07. So we had 10:04, 10:05. And then Tom was 10:06. So we got 2 more minutes. If nobody donates between now and 10:07, we'll call it, we'll spin it. I'm gonna put some randomizers because at the top of it, so like the weird thing is I have like all my patrons at the top and then all the people that 4-2 to Mets. Thanks, Barley. Just in case anybody was curious. 4-2 to Mets. Green River bourbon tasting good tonight. Is it the Green River, like the actual Green River label, or is it something made by Green River? Because RM Green River is my current number one, like on my radar. Tom Burns just got me a bottle of Green River. Blue Note Juke Joint. I have a bottle pick coming out. Is Green River Distillery. They are very, very good stuff, and I'm excited about what they have coming out in the future. So whether it's Green River, the actual label, or Green River produced by Green River, it's exciting. I'll tell you that. So again, I was saying I'm gonna do like a random organizer on here because I don't want like all my patrons at the top. Give us Brent Bottle Chug. Oh my God, Tom. We're going to 8 now. 10:08. Tom Burns, relax. Brent, 10:09. Keep it going. Brent W. We're going to 10:09. Again, hard cutoff at 10:15. Hard cutoff. I had to step away for a bit. Did I win yet? MGA, you won all 3 bottles. 10:10. 10:10. We're going to 10:10. JWA. JWA in the house. 10:10. We're going to 10:10. Hard cutoff. 5 more entries. You have up until 10:10 as of right now. Brent and Brandon could have bought one of these bottles on Hoser. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Blue Note Crossroads. That's it. That's the bottle. Will T. That's what they're telling me. Basil Hayden's chug. Definitely a Brent bottle chug. All right, Brent. The people want a bottle chug. Brent, I will send you. Here's the deal, Brent. I will send you. God damn. If we got to 10:15, we were at 10:10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're at 10:14. I said I'd pour up 1 more if we get to 15. So we got dump truck, no credit card, Dave. We've got Brandon Peace, and we've got 2 from Crankshaft. Patreon love in the house, dude. Nothing but Patreon love. There's not a better group of people, and I'm not trying to speak on behalf of everybody else's Patreon. I don't think there's a better group of Patreons than what we have as far as like there's 40 of us, and I don't think you could have met more people that are more different that are better friends than the people we have in here. It's crazy to see the diversity that we have in the group of people, age, location, everything that we have going on, and the amount of like the amount everybody can poke fun at everybody and nobody gets hurt. You know what I mean? Nobody gets butt hurt over anything. It's just a great dynamic. I've seen patrons come and go through my Patreon, and I understand why they leave. They just don't fit the mold. And I'm not saying that you have to be a specific type of person, but we like to make fun of each other. It's the way I was raised. I have an older brother. All I was ever was picked on. So if you have thin skin, this might not be the Patreon for you, and I'll tell you that right off the rip here. This might not be for you. If I don't win, do I get refunded? I give all of your money back if you don't win. Congrats, by the way. If I win, I'll send you a bottle. Mike, if I win, I send you the bottle. That's how it works. Patreon rocks. Tom also stinks. You see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Luke, you're in for 1 more, and that means we're up to 10:15. We're calling it hard quits at 10:15. So any donations now between now and 10:15. Once 10:15, once my clock down here turns 10:15, completely done. Calling it quits. Your Discord is where it's at. Promote it. Yeah, agreed. The Discord, I mean, the Patreon obviously has its own Discord chat, but the Discord in general is a lot of fun. We do a lot of things in Discord, a lot of talking, a lot of conversations. Can't figure out how to cancel my membership. You have to get your credit card skimmed from an Exxon in King of Prussia, and then you just delete your Patreon. That's how you do it. Do you have to be a Patreon to be on your Discord? Absolutely not. You can be on the Discord for free. Patreon runs $3, $5, $10, and $25. You can go check out the perks, patreon.com/bourbon of the week. But the Discord link in my bios, in all of my videos at the bottom. If it doesn't work, sometimes it runs out. Ronald Brown. Am I saying that right? Ronald? Am I saying that right? Please correct me if I'm wrong because I hate being wrong on pronunciations of names. But a name I haven't seen before, and I appreciate you stopping in. Click that like, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We have 5 more minutes riding this out with a splash of OWA. 50 people in chat. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I like when I have 12 people in chat. If there's 12 people in chat, I'm like, damn, I did great tonight. We have 50 people in chat right now. That's like having 50 people in my basement drinking my whiskey, which is what I kind of need because I need to get rid of some of these bottles. So Tom Burns with 2 more. No, but Luke is worse than Crank's Couch and Jesus combined. My God, you guys are ruthless. Tom Burns twice. 2 more for Tom Burns. When will you do a pairing of ice cream flavors with different bourbons? Already in the work, Mike. Already in the works, not the work. Already in the works. I want a lot of B-roll. I want like a 2-minute montage of me trying ice cream and bourbon. So that's what I'm working on mainly. I kind of already have an idea of what I'm going to do as far as the pairings. This basement is spacious. Dude, we have it's not the bourbon van, I can tell you that. We have a whole section over there that I've been waiting for Dump Truck Dave. You still in here, Dave? That's my brother-in-law, to build my bar for me. I'm just waiting for him to come build my bar for me. So this whole section from here, from the end of this, is probably about another 20 feet. And I'm supposed to build my bar over there, which is where my videos should be shot, but we're waiting. Bigger than the van, absolutely. But not better than the van. Are you guys traveling right now? You guys are on the road right now. Am I right, Phil? You guys are on the road right now? Brandon Peace. I sleep early. No, you don't, Brandon. You're up right now. We've got 3 minutes, folks. By the way, 3 minutes hard cutoff. Hard cutoff in 3 minutes. Is Patreon like OnlyFans? Patreon is like OnlyFans, except only feet pics every other month. We don't do feet pics every month. Say less. I'm signing up for your Patreon. Dennis, the Bourbon Dad, I appreciate you. If you do, I love it. I love you for it. If you don't, I'm completely cool with you just joining the page or the Discord. Who doesn't like a celebration? Everybody likes a celebration. Luke in here one more time. Tom doesn't burn. He smolders. Luke with another 5. We're up to 183. I feel terrible because like I want everybody to win and they're not going to win. I'm in a rush to build it for nothing after working my. I'm in a rush to build it for nothing after working my regular. What does that even mean, Dave? What does that? Does that make sense? What a guy. I'm in a rush to build it for nothing after working my regular job. What do you mean for nothing? This is what you're building it for. For the community. You're building it for the people. Here's a question. Has anyone picked up any good bottles while on a cruise? Going on my first cruise in October. I don't go on cruises because I don't like the ocean. That's my answer for you, Will. Enjoyed seeing the Dogfish on the West Coast Bourbon Van. The Dogfish, speaking of which, Bourbon Van did put out a Dogfish video. I'm giving it some time. I just did my review the other day, but I saw their review. So I'm gonna hop on that train because again, whatever the Bourbon Van does, I want to hop on that train. We're gonna put our review out as well. They were spot on with theirs. So again, if you're not watching Phil and Julie at the Bourbon Van, the best thing about Phil and Julie at the Bourbon Van is the back and forth. The two of them together give you a little bit about it's the best of both worlds. I personally, and no offense, Phil, I personally side more with Julie on her tasting notes and what she enjoys and what she likes. So you'll find one way or another you like what one of them has. 10:14 here, folks. We have 1 minute. I promise you in 1 minute, if you donate at 10:15, less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds. If you donate after 10:15, once my clock says 10:15, you're not going to be in. So get your donations in the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, we're calling it. But yeah, Barley, that was Bourbon Van does a great job. And their review was spot on. Very good stuff. Dave is your manager. He showed you what? Hoser. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. Dave is your manager. He showed gosh darn it. That just boom, Julie. Sorry, Phil. It's Julie has it. Rob D, you're in. Rob D, you were in before it hit 15. Rob D will be our last. And that's 4 entries for Rob D. Rob D. Ronald Brown. Just to be last minute. Folks, I'm gonna let you guys call it. Do I get it? Do I give it to him? If I give it to him, I'm gonna start a poll. Can I start a poll? Best East Coast bourbon. East Coast bourbon. Yes, yes, let him on, let him on. The people said it. The people said it. Ronald, you're in for another what was that, 5? Let him in, do it. Ronald for another 5. Ronald is in for one more. All right. We're gonna wait 1 minute. I'm gonna talk about some people that I love, the people that I enjoy, the patrons, the chat. Julie's head is growing huge tonight. She'll be impossible to live with now. Julie and me just agree on flavor profiles. When she says something and it's something that I've had, I'm just like, yes, that's what I experience as well. And the best part about the two of you is you'll differ on what one of you likes over the other, which is the reason I love watching your channel, because two different opinions give you two different ideas on what you could get, and also gives you an idea on, hey, I don't like this and I do like this. And that's the one thing that I feel like my channel is missing, because I'm always like, this isn't for me, but maybe it is for somebody else. And usually if it's not for Phil, it might be for Julie, or if it's not for Julie, it might be for Phil. So that's the one reason I love watching you guys. And again, the back and forth is just hilarious to me. Yes, yes, yes. East Coast, 13th Colony, Double Oaked. Renal was on time. Dave called it. They're in there, folks. $5 super chat. Daylight savings times. Sorry, I'm from Yoden. Last minute South Carolina was a Yoda move. I feel that. We did you a solid and we need you in Discord. I agree. Ronald, if you join the Discord, I'll count it. Is that fair? But here's the deal. We made a couple of promises tonight. We said if we hit 50 in chat, we would give 2 away. We're going to give 2 away. That's a fact. And we said we'd call it at 10:15. So first things first, I have to organize these in a random fashion. So the way that I do that, I want to scroll to the top of my Tom, you might actually be able to help me with this. It's what? Equals rand? Equals rand, I think. Yep. So that gives me a rand. So what I did is I put equals rand at the top of column B. So everybody's name's in column 1 or column A. Sorry, column A. Then I put equals rand in column B. Then if I sort my entire sheet by the random number that they just gave me, which is a decimal point out to like 7 spots, then what I can do is randomly organize everything that's in this Excel spreadsheet by organizing these numbers in chronological order. Chronological? Does that make sense for numbers? I don't know. How do I do this? How do I do this? Chris, you should run for the VA lottery. Am I allowed to? PEMDAS. That's right, Barley. PEMDAS. That's right. How do I organize these? Okay. Data. Sort range. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Nope, that wasn't it. That was not it. Sort range is definitely it, but I clicked the wrong button, I think. Data, sort range, shorts. A to Z or Z to A. How do I do it by number? Boom, there we go. Now we're in a random order. So we're in a random order right now. I can delete column B. Boom. I wish I could show you. Bourbon of the week, just do a number randomizer on your phone. That's what I'm going to do, but I wanted to put these in a random number first. Tom, I thought he was from Philly. I'm terrible at this. So right now I have 100 and boom, 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 boom. Where are we at? 188. 180. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 108. How did you know it was 108? It's 188. So I am going to pick a random number between. I wish I could show. I still think I can figure out. All right, stay with me for 1 second here. All right. I still don't know. I still don't know how to do that. I don't know how to show my other. Frank, I feel you, buddy. Okay. Here's the deal. You just got to trust me. I'm going to go random number, Google. Actually, I'll just add, I don't know what Siri is on my phone, but pick a random number 1 through 188. Pick a random number 1 through 188. 157 is our first winner. Can you guys see that? Oh, it's over here. 157 is our first winner, which is, that's a high one. 157 is Nelves patron. I know you. Nels Havaz. You're our first winner. Actually, I'll just message you on Discord right now. You're going to be our first winner. I'm going to actually write this down. So we got one winner so far. Is he in the chat still? Again, this is why I hate not being able to pronounce names. Where are we at? Here we go. Is he in here? Is he in here? At Nels. I don't know if I can. Can anybody tag him? Slim, there he is. Where's Slim Candy at? Slim Candy, where you at? Now we got a second winner. Sharing is caring. Absolutely. All right, so we got one winner, which was Slim. Slim Candies, 157. Here's the deal. If Slim wins again, I'm just going to re-roll. But let's pick another number. Pick a random number 1 through 188. 182. Another late winner. Well, I random not. I can pronounce them, just can't remember them. I agree with that. Brandon Peace. Brandon Peace in the house, winning the second bottle here. So Brandon and Slim Candy, both patrons. So I can tell you, should we give away the third bottle? Should I just give away all three? Tell me if I should give away all three. You guys tell me. I don't care. I hate Siri. Nate Brown. I know. It's not Siri, though. So far we have Slim. Marco says yes. Travis says yes. Crank says let's go. Slim, bottle 1. Brandon, peace. Bottle 2. Congrats, Brandon. All three. Let's give away all three. Give all three. Give all three. All right, here's the deal. I'm going to take a shot. I'll just do a bottle swig, actually. We'll do a bottle swig, and then we'll give away our third bottle. Do 5 bottles, go big. Smitty, if I had 5, I'd do it. Let's do a bottle swig, and then we'll pull a third name, and we'll call it a night. Listen, here's the deal. 5K is a big deal. All of these bottles are going out tonight. Let's do it. I love you guys. I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. Here we go. Pick a random number 1 through 188. Oprah in this house. Is that not the same number we just had? Is that not the same number we just had? 184, which is Brandon Peace again, just so you guys know. I'm spinning it again. If this isn't entertainment, I don't know what is. How are they going to pick 3 numbers above 100 to start? Brandon, you didn't win 2 bottles. I can promise you that. We're going to pick again. I'm not even going to allow it to I'm going to reset the whole thing. You guys saw it, right? I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. Pick a random number between 1 and 188. $112. You guys ready? Who do you think it is? I finally get to scroll up a little. Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? 112. I can tell you this, it's another patron. which just goes to show you the patron pays off. The patron pays off. It was Brent. Brent W. We had 3 patrons win tonight. I don't know if they were the extras because they all did donate as well. Brent at 112 gets bottle number 3. Got to be Luke. Tom. You wish it was you. Tom and Luke went back and forth for a while. Brent, you're bottle number 3. Smells bad. So we had Slim Candy as bottle number 1, Brandon at bottle number 2, and Brent at bottle number 3. All 3 patrons. They get extra entries because they're patrons. So I don't know if this was their original entry or their extra entries, but they did. I'm canceling my card immediately. Tom, don't do that. Tom, don't do that. I can't afford it. But those are our 3 winners tonight. Again, I really wish everybody could have won tonight. I appreciate everybody who was a part of tonight. I appreciate everybody who stopped in. It's 10:30. I was supposed to call this at 10 o'clock. I'll hang out for 4 more minutes. We'll sit here and we'll chat. Dennis, the Bourbon Dad, canceling our cards. Everybody got to go. Emma, delete whatever you need to delete. I understand. Or I could win and pick it up. RM, you want it? Top tier patrons winning. It's being a patron has to have its advantages, and I think it did tonight, and we all saw that. And again, I can show you, I can keep it right here, and I can show you the screen, but this is how it went. Do you get a YouTube plaque for 5K? I wish. The YouTube doesn't even talk to you unless you have like 1 million. Chug the Coy Hill. All right, let's go. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get the hell out of here. Chug the Coy Hill. No way. Anybody want a sample? That's $5 extra now that I just did that. Travis, it's rigged. I agree with you. It is rigged. I added a lot of extra money. Brent, I know. I've seen your donations in here. I understand the people. I understand. I would be upset too. Feels like the VA ABC lottery. Virginia out here stealing people's product. Nate Brown, top tier patron out here and lost. Leave my boy alone. Listen, again, I wish I had an opportunity to give everybody who supported me something back, but unfortunately, we don't have that. So we're gonna do more stuff like this in the future. Trust me, this isn't the only time we're gonna do this. We spent $40 a month to have this specific streaming cast, so we gotta. Unlike Define One, yeah, everybody tune in 3.5 months, and I'll tell you if you won or lost. I didn't think I'd win. Brent, you didn't win until everybody decided we had to give a 3rd one away. So thank the people. Great entertainment. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, JWA. We all want to watch Chris. Erupto, you don't have to lie to these people. I understand people are mad. I'd be mad. Unfortunately, I only have 3 bottles. Slim gets to pick first. Brandon gets to pick second. And then Brent, you're left over with probably Brent, you're going to end up with the Blands, if I had to guess. Monkey 47 was nice enough to let me know they didn't win the lottery. Felt much better than PA lottery. Yeah, PA lottery sucks. In a way, we all won. If I get OWA, I'll go to patron. It'll go to patron. What? You're not going to get OWA. If I had to guess, Slim Candy's going to take OWA. Listen, here's the deal. 1029. Yeah, they'll be fine. I agree. See how quick it drops, though, from 50 to 34? Everybody in here trying to win something. I don't blame them. Next live stream, each dollar super chat it will make Chris do a push-up on stream. I don't hate that. I'm the real loser, though. I came for the wifey, and she didn't even... We have to call her. Do I have to get the wifey in here real quick? Let me call her. She should still be up. Just for Brandon's wife.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
People are begging for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You stopping down for a sec? I'm getting off in 5 minutes.
I'll do my best.
You got 4 minutes.
Okay, bye.
I love you. Bye.
Love you.
She'll do her best. We have 5 minutes. I'm trying my best. I wanted EH Taylor, so this should work out. Brandon, I would assume Slim takes the OWA. Just turn the camera and push on the wall. That's smart. People would know though, right? Great live, bro. I'll pay to see Chris do push-ups. Listen, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I'm freaking jacked. 20 people dropped, by the way. This is I love everybody that's here. I love everybody that stopped in. I love everybody that put $5 up. But you can see how quick they're here for this, which is why I don't do giveaways that often. It's why I don't. I'm not here to pander to the people that just want the free whiskey. You know what I mean? This is why 90% of the time this is like, does anybody in Patreon want this? The real ones are still here, Chris. Brandon, and I talked about this when we went into our live stream, and I said I was going to give away a sample of each one of the Bardstowns. I was like, I don't like to publicize giveaways. I'm not here for your subscribe so you can get a Blanton's. I'm here so that Luke isn't here anymore, as if he wasn't even real. I'm canceling my sub, Will. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, Will. I'll miss you, Will. I'll be honest with you. That one will hurt. He weighs 85 pounds. I think he could get at least 100. Dude, I weigh more than 85 pounds. At least 90 pounds. I weigh at least 90 pounds. Sending samples. Was tough to hit the $5 streams. Was tough to hit the $5 streams. Five something streams. 5 o'clock streams, maybe. It's their loss. Vox, Vox, you're one of those. You know, I appreciate you sticking around. Not everybody can win. You know what I mean? And I don't like to talk crap on people that watch, but at the end of the day, like, we all knew what a lot of people were here for. Is that her? Do we hear her?
Yes, but I have to run to get to the baby. So I'm like,
what's wrong with the baby?
Yeah, I gotta go though.
Oh, you're making something up? That's my wife, everybody. Marissa says hi. Mrs. Bourbon of the Week. Don't twerk on them. You're kind of.
How's everybody doing tonight? Pump it up, pump up the jam.
We're going to bed. Everybody's going to bed.
Okay.
We're done. We appreciate you stopping though. One of the gentleman's wives. Somebody commented was like, I just came for Marissa, and I was like, that's freaking weird.
That's nice.
And then Brandon was like, that's my wife, and I was like, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. There she is. Hales,
Hello.
Halls. There she is.
Hello, girl. Girl power. Do you like bourbon?
I don't know. Do you like bourbon? We'll find out. I have 10 of my clients' family jump on, so you'd give away 2. LOL. So technically I had 17 entries and still lost like the Sixers. Nate, I feel bad. That makes me feel bad. Twerk on them. Wootsy wants you to twerk on them. No, Wootsy. Will, relax. We're drinking bourbon. Good night. Congrats, Chris. Thank you. I do
don't
not,
like it either.
unfortunately.
Yes.
She does not. Hey, Chris's wife. Mom strength. What's her favorite bourbon? Maker's Mark or Russell's Reserve?
Those are ones I could pick, but I probably couldn't even drink them anymore.
You don't think? Maker's Mark or Russell's Reserve. When she was drinking on Bourbon of the Week, those were her favorite. You can go now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I'm getting off as well. Listen, thank you, everybody who stopped in tonight. Thank you, everybody who donated. 5K is absolutely wild. But the thing is, we're just getting started. We're going for 10K next. Thank you to everybody again who stopped in. Thank you to everybody who donated. I'm sorry to everybody who didn't win. Love you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. And we'll catch you next time. Please don't drink and drive. Always drink responsibly and stay healthy, stay happy, stay drinking. Cheers, y'all.